American Airlines shares slumping despite boosting its full-year profit forecast as the tailwind for the big carriers continues. Adjusted EPS for American came in at $1.92 versus the $1.59 expected, so that was actually beat. Revenue also comfortably beating at just over $14 billion. American says it's almost two-thirds of the way to its goal of reducing its debt by $15 billion by the end of 2025. That report, of course, comes hot off the heels of United Airlines. It posted record quarterly earnings with a bullish forecast for the third quarter. Then you had last week Delta raising its profit forecast for full year earnings. So when we take a look at just all these airlines, you wonder if just some of the, especially for American, the expectations going into it, like it just had a lot of runway. And also, of course, the case for the stock, you know, there may be some profit taking coming into this, right, Steve?
Well, this is characteristic of it. It goes into what Mark said about expectations being a little high for Netflix. They're high for American. I mean, I don't know if you've tried to fly this summer. I have, and
I'm about to.
It's not pleasant. I just booked a flight on American, by the way, recently, and so I'm gonna, I'll know if I see you in LaGuardia.
Yeah,
but I mean,
I will be in LaGuardia on Saturday, so maybe we'll see each other.
Not quite so quickly,
okay.
but this is a story everybody's known now. Is the airlines? People are traveling. The airlines are doing better. This is a much better environment for them. They're getting their balance sheets in order. But this is the problem. Going into earnings season is, have we set the bar too high? Mm-hmm. And so, if everybody's expecting good news, you really have to come up with something spectacular to justify it. And that's kind of, at least so far, non-financially, that seems to be one of the themes early on. It's too early to really read it.
Well, and listen, we all like to talk about traveling. We all like to talk about airlines. In terms of an investable case, they're just not as heavily traded. Like when we talk about a Tesla, obviously Tesla blows everything else away. Airlines are super cyclical. Yep. They don't sort of keep to their capacity discipline over long swaths of time. You get people, remember when Warren Buffett was interested in airlines and
I do remember
in a blip there?
But do you remember what he said? He said the fastest way to become a millionaire is be a billionaire and buy an airline.
Yes.
So, and then also you look at American year to date, I mean, it's up 46%. So even today's, move heading into the open is a blip to use your,
Right. I mean, so just to put it in perspective, when you were talking about Tesla on your platform, what about the airlines?
They don't register really.
Exactly what you said.
No, that fits with what you're saying. Yeah. It's not where people are thinking. Mm-hmm. It doesn't mean that there isn't a real institutional case for or against them, and that there aren't serious investors looking at them. But in terms of the average investor, it's just every so often you get them. They come to the fore, and they're kind of fading now because the story's out there.
Right.